and welcome back to Blues Talk. I'm currently in a car, so sorry about this, guys. I meant to record this video last night, but I didn't, because I had stuff to do. Sorry if my voice is a bit fucked. I've actually just played a football match for my school. I think I could have been better. Played well. Whole team played well. Proud of everyone. But it's not about my football team at school that we are here for. We're talking about the good old Chelsea FC. Sorry for the poor quality in that. As you can see, I'm still in my school clothes. I'm in a car. My brother's playing rugby. Great. Didn't think this through. Thursday night match. Totally didn't think. Bit of a weird one. We haven't had a Thursday night match for a while. So oh, sorry, my voice is a bit fucked because I'm literally so knackered. And it's also been a terrible day for Chelsea fans, and I will make a video of that, but it's not urgent. Doesn't have to be done. Well, it is urgent, but it doesn't have to be done before kick-off. So I'll do that when I'm at home. Anyway, Norwich City at Carrow Road. That is what we are focusing on today. So let's just start by looking at the form head-to-head. You may remember our last game was a 7-0 win at Stamford Bridge. Absolute stunning game, including a red card for Ben Gibson. I think it's Ben Gibson, but it's Gibson. And the 65th minute, with Mount scoring a hat-trick from the 8th minute, 85th minute penalty, and 91st minute. Hudson-Odoi again in on the act in the 18th, with Reece James smashing one in before half-time, 42 minutes. Ben Chilwell got in on the action from the other wing before Max Aarons scored an own goal at 62. So, easy 7-0 win that game was. You love to see it. Honestly, in that game, we dominated that match. Like, they couldn't get anything. They had one shot. I mean, what more do you want, really? Easy win. Hopefully we can do the same thing tonight. But the current circumstances might be on the player's head a bit. But Norwich's last form, they started to look quite good under Dean Smith. But, yeah, no. 9th of February, 1-1 against Palace. 4-0 loss to Man City. 3-1 loss to Liverpool. Some big teams, but it doesn't stop there. 2-0 loss to Southampton. 2-1 loss to Liverpool in the FA Cup. And a 3-1 loss to Brentford at home. Whereas Chelsea are on very good form at the minute. They've had a 2-1 win in the Club World Cup final against Palmeiras. 1-0 against Crystal Palace away, where Hakim Ziyech scored that lovely goal. 2-0 against Lille at home, taking that advantage into next week's game. 0-0 draw against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final. Obviously, the game we unfortunately went on to lose in penalties. 3-2 win, tight game, bit lucky against Luton in the FA Cup 5th round before going to Turf Moor and absolutely tearing Burnley apart in the second half with a 4-0 win. So, going into the game, we look the stronger team. It's just about, can we convert that and beat them? Honestly, it's great. We just have to go in full of confidence, and if you have confidence, who knows what can happen. Got to keep our heads up no matter what happens, and just keep going and going and going. So this game was actually moved due to a fixture clash, and honestly, it's Norwich are the second worst defence in the league, but it's Chelsea's birthday, you know. That's what makes everything about what's happened today even worse. It is our birthday, and we have to keep momentum, and let's fucking give us a birthday celebration to remember and show Boris Johnson who is boss. So honestly, I'll get onto that more later on though. Not sure when that video will come out. Might be soon, might not be soon, who knows. But honestly, it's Chelsea's 15th away trip in 27 matches, and we've won 7 of our final 11 league fixtures. 7 of our final 11 league fixtures will take place at Stamford Bridge. We're almost at the end of the season already. You know, we've got 2 months and a half. You know, rest of March, April, and well, we've got 2 months. Half of March, April, and half of May. Like, then we're at the FA Cup and Champions League final times. It's come crazy, honestly, and obviously it's been brought forward 9 days because of Chelsea playing in the FA Cup quarter final, where it was decided that we have Middlesbrough, who's knocked out Manchester United, and Tottenham Hotspur, so that'll be an interesting game. Oh, the hosts have conceded 2 or more times in each of their past 4 league games, stumbling 3-1 at home on Saturday. So it could have been worse because the teams above them also lost, including Burnley to us. So they stayed quite close to the others. But honestly, we helped Norwich by beating Burnley, but we won't be helping them today. There will be no hostages. Don't worry, Burnley. We will get. We'll evenly distribute the pain. But Chelsea haven't beaten in our last 13 league matches against Norwich, last losing to them in 1994. So we just keep that momentum going. Come on, lads. Norwich. Yeah? Don't know what that was. I'm just in a little bit of pain from the football match. Someone stepped on my foot. Should have been a foul, wasn't given. It's actually like cut my toenail, cut on my knee. So shows I tried, as well as other people in the team. They had cuts, honestly. But anyway, sorry, getting into the wrong topic here. So Chelsea team news then. So we're currently unbeaten in all away trips from 6th to 20th, registering 9 victories and 2 draws, scoring 23 times and just conceding 3. And obviously tonight we'll aim to complete the Grand Slam away to promoted sides for the first time since bettering Burnley, Leicester and QPR in 14-15, because we've beaten Norwich once, we've beaten Brentford once, beaten Brentford twice. That doesn't seem right. Anyway, and we've also beaten, who else was it that came up? Oh yes, we've beaten Leeds twice as well. So it'd be great if we could beat Norwich tonight. Honestly, Mason Mount dropped back from attack to midfield at Burnley to free up N'Golo Conte for the restart. But Reece James was great. Unfortunately, he does have a muscle injury, and it's unlikely for him to start tonight. And Kai Havertz was amazing, but also picked up an injury. And luckily, Cesar Azpilicueta, Callum Hudson-Odoi, and Marcos Alonso returned to training today, or returned to training recently, so they are able to play potentially. Ooh. I've got shortness of breath. But honestly, if Mason Mount could get another hat-trick, lovely jubbly. But we might have a tweak in attack today. Hudson-Odoi, Lukaku, Werner and Ziyech were pressing their case in training to try and get into that team, especially Lukaku, because he's been dropped recent games because he's not doing enough. He really isn't. But honestly, the Canaries, aka Norwich, obviously, they're basically 3 goals. Here you go, hand out a goal. Here's a goal. There's a goal. You know, take goals from the rich and give them to the rich. I got that wrong because they don't even take goals from the rich. They're just not good enough. And honestly, that will work in our favour today. But honestly, our biggest league wins, like it doesn't. Obviously, our biggest league win ever was Glossop North End home in Division 2, 1st of September 2006. So that doesn't seem right, but sure. Unless it means 1906. It literally says 06, and I'm just really confused by that. Especially Glossop North End home. Anyway, The one I do know, 8-0 Aston Villa at home on 23rd of December 2012. 8-0 Wigan home. You may remember we won the title with that. 9th of May 2010. And then we got the 7-0 Norwich at home, 23rd of October 2021. So we love a bit of Norwich every now and then. But honestly, we need to get this win because Arsenal have a game in hand on us. Currently, we have 2 games in hand on Man City, and Arsenal have a game in hand on us. They're currently 5 points behind in 4th place, and in 5th, Man United are 6 points behind. So we've got to keep up the pressure on and keep extending our advantage where we can. Meanwhile, Norwich, like if we win today, we'll close the gap to Liverpool to only 6 points or 7 points. We need to do some quick maths. Hold on. So if we win today, the gap to Liverpool will become just 7 points. So we've got to do it to make sure we close down that gap. But whatever happens tonight, we will be staying 3rd. Meanwhile, Norwich, obviously, unless something else happens towards the club, like a points deduction, because honestly, I see that coming next. It's ridiculous, but I'll show you later. It's funny because someone in my football team just showed up, and honestly, it's great. But yeah. But Norwich can go up to 19th today with a win over us, as they're on 17 points, and Watford above them are on 19. And we say goodbye to the yellow ball and hello to the new ball for the second half, for the remaining games of the season. And honestly, with the yellow ball, we finished 6th. So farewell, goodbye. Don't like you anymore. On to next ball. But honestly, so with all that being said, let's move on to my team that I'd have for the match. So obviously Mendy in goal. Obviously Azpilicueta, Reece James, not Reece James, sorry, he's injured. Cesar Azpilicueta, Rudiger, Thiago Silva, Malang Sarr, Marcos Alonso on the left with Mason. We'll have Mason and Kante in the middle. If Kante's fit, if not, then Kovacic with Pulisic, Havertz, and Ziyech up front, permitting if Ziyech's fit again. If not, then we'll go with Hudson-Odoi on the left and Pulisic on the right. And my prediction for the match is a 4-0 to the good old Chelsea FC. So come on, you Blues. Unfortunately, the game is not on TV tonight, so what I will be reporting in my review will be based on highlights. But until then, let's go smash them. And yeah, keep the blue flag flying high. Come on, you Blues.
Chelsea, Chelsea, no one can stop us now. Chelsea, boys in blue, Chelsea, Chelsea, we love you.